Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast for today, Thursday, November 24th, 2016. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Greg Phillip, Chief Executive Officer of the Nevis Tourism Authority, NTA, is pleased with the visit of the Prince and Dam to Nevis. The cruise vessel made its call to Nevis on Wednesday, November 23rd.
That is really the biggest ship that we have that now comes to Nevis. It carries 835 passengers, and obviously yesterday in Charleston was a buzz of activity. We know that it did quite well for the industry yesterday in terms of taxi drivers, people who do tours, etc.
We're Connie and Bob from Ontario, Canada. We've had a great time. We just went swimming on Peony Beach, and we're going to come back shortly and look at your booths, but now we're going to get changed and get dry.
And this is our first time to Nevis, and we think it's a wonderful island.
The people have been wonderful.
So friendly.
Thank you very much.
Meantime, Philip reminds that tomorrow, Friday, November 25th, will be another big day in the cruise season for Nevis.
The Azamara returns again, and that in itself always is a good thing because of the number of cruise passengers who would be in and around Nevis. One thing with ships of such class, which we get to Nevis, is really it's a good boost not just for the cruise industry itself, but for the tourism industry as a whole, because all those passengers are passengers who we consider to be the exact demographic that we look for, we actively search for, to come to Nevis to stay in the hotel.
As Friday's call will be the Azamara's third, Philip believes Nevis's cruise season is off to a great start.
We've started the season with the biggest ships that we get. As I mentioned, the Prince and Dam is the biggest one. The Azamara has already made 2 calls, and the Azamara, in making those 2 calls, is the other biggest ship that we have, carries 694 passengers. It's a great way to start because it really puts us at a point where the people, the practitioners in the tourism industry, who especially those who cater for cruise, can really and truly feel the impact of the cruise industry and the beginning of the new cruise season.
The Nevis Tourism Authority anticipates 3,000 more cruise passengers than last year will visit the island for the 2016-2017 season. Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Honourable Mark Brantley, on Wednesday, November 23rd, met with His Excellency Obeid Humaid Al-Tayer, the Minister of State for Financial Affairs of the UAE in Dubai, to sign a double taxation agreement and an investor protection agreement. The agreements are part of a suite of agreements and memoranda of understanding which create the enabling framework for investment, government to government, and people-to-people contracts between the 2 countries. His Excellency Al-Tayer thanked St. Kitts and Nevis and the rest of the Caribbean for their support of Dubai's successful bid to host the World Expo 2020 and renewed his government's commitment to assist in the development of St. Kitts and Nevis and the Caribbean region. Both ministers pledged to continue the important dialogue in the United Arab Emirates and in St. Kitts and Nevis and at the diverse multilateral fora available to them. Minister Brantley extended a formal invitation to His Excellency Al-Tayer to visit St. Kitts and Nevis and thanked him and his government for their warm hospitality. Minister Brantley said St. Kitts and Nevis is open for business, and these agreements create a welcoming environment for citizens and residents of the UAE to invest in and play a role in the development of the country. He invited the people of the UAE and the Gulf region to visit the Federation and witness the incredible opportunities that exist not just in St. Kitts and Nevis but throughout CARICOM. The Minister of Foreign Affairs is accompanied by St. Kitts and Nevis's Consul General Justin Hawley and Deputy Consul General Elsa Wilkin Ambrister. The Department of Education on Tuesday, November 22nd, received a donation of school supplies from the Mueller family of the United States. The handing over ceremony took place at the Department of Education's conference room at Penny's.
We just, as a family, wanted to give a little bit back to the island of Nevis. We love to visit here. This is our children's first trip. And as a teacher, my background, I wanted to just provide some things that the schools can help to enrich the curriculum a little bit.
Stephen Mueller and the couple's two children were also present at the handing over ceremony. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Wakely Daniel, assured the family that the donation will be used for the benefit of the children of Nevis.
I know it is often said that there's more happiness in giving than there is in receiving, so I know that you're very happy. But we here in receiving, we're exceedingly happy. And so we must give our heartfelt thanks to you. This is certainly the season of giving, and you have certainly given to us. And I know, I can assure you that the gift that you're given to us this morning, the equipment, the books, the toys, etc., they will be used throughout Nevis. And they will benefit the entire island of Nevis, all of our children on the island of Nevis. So once again, thank you. On behalf of the Ministry of Education, thank you on behalf of the Nevis Island government. Thank you on behalf of the good people of Nevis.
Florence Smithen, Education Officer responsible for early childhood development, said the donation is developmentally appropriate for children 0 to 8 years old, and she assured the family that the more than 500 students here on the island will be able to familiarize themselves with the books and other supplies. Principal Education Officer Palsy Wilkin chaired the ceremony. Truly Moore, early intervention speech therapist at the Department of Education, was also present. Still to come.
And if you have been following social media for the past week, you would understand that in the graduating class, we have doctors, lawyers, teachers, preachers, leaders, you name it.
The details after this break.
Fest presents this year's edition of Just for Laughs Kaiso Show, featuring Trinidad Rio, Black Prince, Bahola, King Miko, Lord Cut, King Astro, Popo Wheeler, Unexpected, and Raspolo, all backed by the Grandmasters Band. Friday, November 25th, 9 p.m. at the Caribbean Cove Entertainment Complex, hosted by Spencer Lindbergh Hanley. Tickets in advance are just 50 EC and 65 at the gate. You think you laughed last year? Well, trust me, this year you're gonna laugh your belly off. Tickets are available at A1 Office Technology in Charlestown starting October 31st. Wadi Fest 2016 is sponsored by Carol Breweries, Digital Play, Sorry Paving, Visual Effects and Lighting System, Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis, the NIA's Ministry of Tourism and Culture, and Tim Kaines and Associates.
City Minister of Culture, spread out on a dresser.
Welcome back.
And so I ask all parents and family members, with the exception of mine, to stand momentarily to receive their public praise.
Valedictorian of the Gingerland Secondary School GSS 2016 graduating class, Roll J. Williams. Williams used his address at Tuesday's ceremony to express gratitude to parents, teachers, and well-wishers who helped the graduates to achieve the level of success that they did in the 2016 Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate CSEC examinations.
While many may garner the absurd idea that today is only a day to celebrate myself, I give every graduate a tip of the hat, and I use this opportunity to congratulate every one of you for overcoming the challenges that seemed insurmountable. And if you have been following social media for the past week, you would understand that in the graduating class, we have doctors, lawyers, teachers, preachers, leaders, you name it. Stand and relish the moment, graduating class of 2016. I tell you, graduating class, that grades do not define intelligence. The level you reach in your academic career does not and should never determine your success level in the long run. The life you lead will determine whether you achieve greatness or have greatness thrust upon you.
Williams himself earned 17 Grade 1 passes.
The sacrifice was not only on my behalf, but also on my parents. And I dedicate every one of the 17 subjects and 17 Grade 1 passes to them. And while they may never equate to the thousands of dollars spent in school supplies, extra classes, exam fees, food and shelter, I know that my heart is less burdened knowing that my parents are satisfied with my successes.
The graduation ceremony was held under the patronage of Rolje's parents, Ralston and Janice Williams, with the theme Unlocking Opportunities with Gratitude and Commitment to Service. The activities for the Gingerama Festival continue with the official launch of the 2016 Gingerama contestants.
The Gingerama Committee will be hosting a special activity this coming Saturday, the 26th of November at Market Shop. We will be introducing our 8 contestants to the general public. That's the 4 contestants for the Miss Gingerama pageant and the 4 contestants for the Miss Gingerettes pageant.
Chairperson of the Gingerama Committee, Eric Evelyn, outlines the plans for the day's activity.
We will be introducing the 8 contestants, and after we have that introduction of the contestants there at Market Shop, we will have a motorcade with the contestants, and we will be driving through all of the villages in Gingerland, and then we'll be going into Charlestown, and we end back at Market Shop by Laverne's Bar. So I'm inviting members of the general public to come out and support the contestants. I must also tell you that this year, the 4 contestants for Miss Gingerama, they have sponsors. And so they will be decked in their sponsor sash this coming Saturday for the launch. And so we're inviting members of the general public to come to Market Shop on Saturday. The launch will start at 3 p.m. And as I indicated, after the launch, we will proceed throughout St. George's and then into Charlestown.
Evelyn encourages persons to support the event.
Please come out on Saturday, the 26th of November from 3 p.m. for the official launch of our Gingerama contestants, 8 lovely contestants, 4 for Miss Gingerama, 4 for Miss Gingerettes, happening right there at Market Shop in Gingerland from 3. And then after that, we proceed with our motorcade, to which all are invited to join. We are looking forward for your support and for your support of the 8 lovely contestants for Gingerama 2016.
While the contestants were involved in a photo shoot, which took place on Sunday at the Division Heritage Village, this will be their introduction to the public. The theme for this year's Gingerama Festival is Reviving Our Culture, Sustaining Our Heritage. And that brings us to the end of tonight's presentation of the Nevis Newscast. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing. Good night.